How much start?
Madam Speaker, before moving the motion, I would like to thank you for finally admitting the no confidence motion and for taking this motion to its logical conclusion, that is debate and voting. I also thank my leader, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, and my colleague, Sri Kensideni Srinivas Garu, for giving me this opportunity to move this motion and to initiate the debate. I would also like to thank the Aam Aadmi Party, AIMIM, the CPI, the CPM, Congress, Kerala Congress, the NCP, the RJD, RSP, SP, and the Trinamool Congress, and the other parties which have extended their support to us in this motion. I was told that a first-time MP has never been given the opportunity to initiate a debate on no confidence motion. So I feel it's a privilege and honor for the first-time member like me to initiate one of the most important debates in the history of this Parliament, 16th Parliament, sir, Madam. With these initial words, Madam, I move the House expresses its want of confidence in the Council of Ministers. Madam, the latest Telugu blockbuster, Bharat Tane Nenu, which means I Bharat, is a story about a young NRI who returns to India after his father, who is a CM, dies suddenly. Bharat enters politics reluctantly and becomes a young, dynamic, and beloved CM. The recurring theme in this movie is about trust and his mother's advice that Bharat keeps recalling. A promise is a promise. If a man makes a promise and doesn't keep it, he doesn't have the right to call himself a man. It was a blockbuster because the general mood of the people reflects well in this film. People are tired of empty assurances and unfulfilled commitments. The saga of Andhra Pradesh during this Modi Shah regime is just that, a saga of empty promises and unfulfilled commitments by the government of India to the residuary state of Andhra Pradesh, a new state with an old name, and the 5 crore people of Andhra Pradesh. Madam Speaker, non-implementation of an act of Parliament is a national issue. Non-implementation of assurances given by none other than the then Prime Minister on the floor of Parliament during consideration of the AP Reorganization Bill, without which this bill would not have been passed, is also a national issue. So it is not prudent to say that the issues of Andhra Pradesh are not national issues. They are certainly national issues and also emotional issues for the people of AP. And today is a litmus test to this Parliament on how it ensures the implementation of these and other similar issues. Madam Speaker, the President of BJP, when he met the BJP core committee members, including MPs, MLAs and MLCs from AP on the 17th of March at Delhi, declared to wage a war on the Telugu Desam Party. Madam, it is not a war between the BJP and TDP. It is a war between majority and morality. It's a war between the Modi regime and Andhra Pradesh, the 5 crore people of Andhra Pradesh. It is a war against discrimination shown by the Modi regime towards Andhra Pradesh. It is a war to honor an act of Parliament and assurances made by a Prime Minister in Parliament. It is a war between the authoritarian, Machiavellian attitude of the Modi regime and the rights of states that make up the Federal Republic of India. It is a Dharma Poratam or Dharma Yudh, Madam. I request the House not to construe my views and observations in the narrow sense, but to look at them in a larger perspective of how the relationship should have been between the center and states under the federal structure. Madam Speaker, this no confidence motion has been brought by the TDP for 4 reasons: fairness, trust, priority, and bias. Or rather, lack of fairness, lack of trust, lack of priority, and lack of an unbiased approach towards Andhra Pradesh. Lack of fairness is about the unscientific and undemocratic bifurcation and its impact on the people of AP. Lack of trust is about where the Modi regime has used misleading, delaying, denying, deflecting, confusing, collusion, and coercion tactics to betray the people of AP. Lack of priority is how AP is getting the least priority, and lack of unbiased approach where funds given to AP are far less than what is being given to projects across India. Madam, I'll be focusing on my speech, which reflects the voice of 5 crore people of Andhra Pradesh, and it will be focusing on these 4 aspects. Madam, with your permission, I will be focusing on the special category status and the financial related issues of the AP Reorganization Act. And my colleague, Ram Mohan Naidu, when he gives his speech, will focus on the infrastructure and institutions in detail. It has been 4 years since the bill has been passed, and 2 new states were formed. One is an old state with a new name, the other is a new state with an old name. Telangana is not a new state, madam. AP is the new state. All the challenges and burdens to be faced by a new state are being faced by us, madam. We are the ones who have to build a new capital, an industrial base, educational base, where Telangana has all of them already. It has been 4 years and we have been put into that challenge. But uncertainty and difficulties go back several decades ago. It intensified in the decade leading up to bifurcation, and we continue to struggle even after 4 years of bifurcation with the same uncertainty. So we need relief from this uncertainty, madam. Instead of providing us relief, the Modi regime is creating more uncertainties and more challenges for us. I'm not going back in history, but I certainly will go back to 2014 when AP was divided. We all know how unscientifically, undemocratically, inequitably, arbitrarily, irrationally, and by bulldozing the entire parliament, the AP Reorganization Bill was passed. This becomes clear if you look at the range of issues still languishing for resolution even 4 years later.
Please,
Madam,
you speak to me. No.
Madam, when AP was divided, madam, it was an undemocratic way the bill was passed in the last parliament, madam. They know it very well. They know it very well how it was done. The doors were closed, the cameras were turned off, everything was done.
Not like this. Please, nothing. No, nothing will go on record. You speak to me. This is not proper.
Let's go through it.
I'm sorry. Please.
Madam,
You answer when your turn will come. Yes.
You speak when your chance gets.
You go on.
madam,
Yes.
when AP was divided, AP was burdened with huge revenue deficit of 16,000 crores. I'm not talking about you guys at all. Will you relax?
Jayadev Allaji.
1.3 lakh crores of loan burden was put on AP.
Please. Yes. This is not proper.
Hey, bye.
Kota Narsimandi. बैठिए आप लोग.
1.3 lakh crores of the loan burden was put on AP, madam. 24,000 crores of the undivided loan
You will
burden
get the
put on
money,
AP,
no?
for which interest is still being paid by government of AP, which shattered our FRBM limits. Power allocation was made on a consumption basis. AP is the loser, madam. Refund of tax liability made on the basis of population at 58% for AP and 42% for Telangana. AP is a loser again, since it has very, very limited revenue generation sources. Assets have been given on the basis of their location. AP lost 3,800 crores because of this, madam. Singareni Collieries, a Schedule 9 company, was given to Telangana with 51% equity. But similar dispensation.
Why are you
Madam, can you please get the house in
You
order,
please
madam?
speak to me. Please don't do that.
Madam.
You will get the time. No, not
Madam.
this. Not like this.
Madam,
Not like
how
this.
can I
Please.
make a speech like this,
I will
madam?
see to it whatever he has said. No.
Make them sit.
I'm sorry, go to your seat. I will see to it. Please.
Madam,
Go to your seat, not like this. No. I'm sorry. No. Yes. I'm sorry. Jitendra ji, this is not proper. You go to your seat.
Oh, if you have your personal agenda, show it somewhere. This is not your personal this thing. This is no confidence motion for everyone.
Please
You
go
have
to
to
your
let us
seat.
speak. You have to let us explain our position.
No, nobody will say, nothing will go on record, only Jayadev Alla's statement. That's all.
Madam.
You please go to your seat. You will get time, sufficient time I will give you. No, not like this. Please, please.
Madam,
Yes. Please, please. You will get sufficient time. I will see to it.
Madam, power allocation was made on consumption basis, madam.
Yes.
AP is the loser. Refund of tax liability was made on the basis
I
of
will see to
population
it.
at 58% for AP and 42% for Telangana. AP is a loser since it has very, very limited revenue generation sources. Assets have been given on the basis of their location. AP lost 3,800 crores because of this. Singareni Collieries, a Schedule 9 company, given to Telangana with 51% equity. But similar dispensation for its subsidiary APHMEL in AP, which is also a Schedule 9 company, has not been given to AP. Is it equal justice, madam? Madam, pension liabilities from the combined state divided on the basis of population, that is 58-42, thereby burdening AP even further, madam.
1 minute, Jayadeva. I am requesting all of you, please go to your seat. You will get the time, I am assuring, sufficient time you can reply that, but not like this. No, no, I am sorry. Okay. I will see whether he has said anything wrong, that I will discuss, but not like this. I am sorry. Please go to your seat. ये आपका झगड़ा यहाँ नहीं लाए. Please go to your seat. ऐसा नहीं होता. आप जब अपनी बारी आएगी तब आपको बोलने मिलेगा. ये क्या होता है? और सब वेल में आएंगे. पहले तो आपके लोगों को अंदर ले लो. ये वेल में है तो आप भी नहीं बोल सकोगे. ये क्या है? Let them go to it. Please. Please. What is it? Okay, okay. Okay, okay, yes.
Hence, madam, I have no hesitation to say that it was not just the Congress alone, but even the BJP, which had supported the bill without insisting on the UPA government to make the bill scientific and equitable, is equally guilty. Both the national parties have crippled Andhra Pradesh, madam. Madam Speaker, it has been mentioned that even after bifurcation, AP is still better off than some states in the country. This is the reason given to us by the government on why we are not eligible for certain support like special category status. However, when we compare ourselves, we have to compare our neighbors, madam. If we live in a home, our families will tend to compare themselves and their standard of living with their neighbors and with their neighborhood. If they have the worst house on the block and least income on the block, they are not happy to be happy that they're better off than families who live on the other side of town, madam. AP is a southern state, madam. It was one of 4 southern states and now is one of 5. The undivided AP was competing on all parameters with our southern neighbors. Most of the wealth generated for the state was generated from the economic engine of the capital city of Hyderabad. The wealth that was generated in Hyderabad was generated by people from all over the undivided state of AP, who came to Hyderabad to settle in their capital and to seek their fortunes. Now, after the asymmetrical bifurcation, where Telangana with less population has been given more resources and AP with more population has been given less resources, this has created a situation where the government of AP and the people of AP do not have the resources to ensure that the quality of life is maintained for its citizens. We have to compare with our neighbors, madam, and therefore, when we look at the impact on the economy, we have to look with this lens. Madam, let me just compare a few things for you. When it comes to agriculture, after bifurcation, AP has been reduced to an agrarian state, madam. 31.77% of its revenue comes from agriculture, compared to 15.3% in Telangana, 11.39% in Tamil Nadu, and 11.68% in Karnataka. When it comes to industry, after the bifurcation, AP reduced its industrial contribution to less than 20% of our GSDP, when compared to Telangana's 22%, Tamil Nadu's 31%, and Karnataka's 24%. The All India figure is much higher than AP, which stands at 29%, madam. When it comes to services, AP lags even further behind, madam. It has just 46% of revenue from services, compared to 66% 3% from Telangana, 57% from Tamil Nadu, and 65% in Karnataka. The national average is also ahead of AP at 54%. This clearly shows that AP is also languishing in services in spite of having rich talent base. It is due to lack of the industrial base, the service sector has also been impacted. Madam, when it comes to institutions, about 90% of institutions after bifurcation have gone to Telangana. AP has been left in the lurch. There was not even a single national institute of repute left in the residual state of Andhra Pradesh. Of course, now, Government of India has proposed some institutions, but they're also being developed at a snail's pace, madam. The impact of bifurcation is such that despite growing at the fastest pace among the southern states and in the country, the gap between Andhra Pradesh and other southern states in per capita income is clearly visible, and if the same treatment is meted out, it will only widen, madam, based on reports. Madam, when it comes to per capita income, even though the growth rate of AP is much higher than any other southern state, the per capita income is much less. Let me take you to 2014-15, where the rate of growth in AP was 13.07%, but the per capita income was the lowest, and it stood at 93,699 rupees per person, madam. Same is the case in 2015-16 and 16-17. In 16-17, the growth was 13.14%, whereas the per capita income was 1.22 lakhs when compared to Karnataka's 1.57, Telangana's 1.55, more than 20% lower than our neighbors, madam. Madam, the then PM, Manmohan Singh Ji, had given 6 assurances on the 20th of February 2014 on the floor of Rajya Sabha. They are special category status for 5 years, industrial incentives on the lines of other 11 states, assistance to backward districts on the lines of Bundelkhand and KBK districts, amendment for Polavaram to bring 7 mandals back to AP, distribution of assets and liabilities to be completed satisfactorily, and revenue deficit between the appointed day and acceptance of the 14th Finance Commission recommendations to be compensated in 2014-15 for a 10-month period, madam, from June 2014 to March 2015. Madam, I want to focus a little bit on special category status, madam, because it's a burning issue in our state. Madam, let me first submit the major demand of the people of AP. It is about getting the special category status. I am neither tinkering, nor twisting, nor tweaking the facts. My facts are unadorned, and I'm ready for any challenge to contest the facts that I'm going to present, madam. So before coming to these facts, let me, with your permission, start my journey from the day AP was bifurcated. Madam, the Congress Party in 2014 sliced Telugu Talli into 2 pieces in a crude, unscientific, and irrational way. And Shri Narendra Modi, while campaigning in AP, had rightly said, and I quote, what is there, madam?
You complete, they will say afterwards. You complete.
Madam,
I don't know.
Shri Narendra Modi ji, while campaigning in AP, had rightly said, and I quote,
Yes, you continue.
Madam,
Yes.
Shri Narendra Modi ji, while campaigning in AP, had said, Congress had killed the mother and saved the child. Had I been there, I would have saved the mother too. The people of AP fell flat for this statement, madam. We were so thrilled when we heard this, and we are determined in our hearts and soul that come what may be, we will be with Mr. Modi, madam. We have waited. People of AP have waited for 4 long years that Mr. Modi would save the mother. Instead of saving AP, Mr. Modi, through the finance minister, through his press conference on 7th March 2018, announced that no SCS would be given to AP, madam. The finance minister said if the demand for SCS of AP is exceeded, other states such as Bihar and Odisha will also demand it, madam. Madam, it is baseless, frivolous, and a trivial argument, madam. And I have no hesitation to say that the finance minister should know the fundamental difference between the two. Let me remind this august House that the Union Cabinet conferred SCS on AP in its meeting on 1st March 2014, subsequent to the assurance made by then Prime Minister mentioned earlier. Other states have not been given an assurance by a Prime Minister on the floor of either Houses of Parliament, nor has a Cabinet decision been made in this regard. This is a very dangerous precedent, madam. Mr. Prime Minister, do you have any respect for commitments made by your predecessors? Indeed, should you even have a choice? What value does the word of a Prime Minister given on the floor of the House have? Can we believe that if you give an assurance, it will be fulfilled in the future, even if you are not around? How can we function as a nation if we can't take the word of our Prime Minister given in Parliament to be respected and fulfilled? Madam, it is not that BJP was opposed to special category status when it was in the opposition. In fact, the BJP in its 2014 manifesto for assembly elections in AP assured that it would give additional 5 years of status, that is 10 years instead of the 5 years proposed by then Prime Minister. Mr. Prime Minister, in Guntur, in Nellore, in Tirupati, in front of Lord Balaji, you promised to give SCS for 10 years. And you also emphasized and appealed to the people of AP to decide whether they need a Seam Andhra or a Scam Andhra. That is, do you want to vote for Seam Andhra do you want to vote for a clean and honest person like Chandrababu Naidu, or do you want to have a Scam Andhra by voting for the opposition rival party, madam? Madam, Mr. Prime Minister, you also said, I'm a person who will not eat or allow others to eat. Main chun chun ke hisab lunga un lagamko. But to the other disappointment, for your benefit, sir. But to the other disappointment of the people, you are protecting people like Galla Jayadev Reddy, A1 and A2 accused in Andhra Pradesh, and many others. The country is aware how many cases were on the family members of Galla Jayadev Reddy were dismissed, and tickets were given in the recent Karnataka Assembly elections. This reflects how serious you are on corruption and on corrupt people. You raise the expectations of supporting and developing Andhra Pradesh only to shatter them. Why should we have confidence and trust in you? Now you are singing a different tune, which people of AP are keenly observing. And I have no doubt they would give a befitting reply in the coming elections.
Go on the record. If anybody's
I even go to the extent of saying that the BJP will be decimated in Andhra Pradesh, the way Congress was, if the people of AP are deceived and cheated. Mr. Prime Minister, it is not a threat. This is shrap. These are the words coming out of anguish, pain, and frustration from the people of Andhra Pradesh. And how a Prime Minister on whom we had immense faith has deceived and betrayed the people of AP in such a blatant and rude manner. The third point I wish to make is relating to Article 4 of the Constitution. It says that when any state is bifurcated under Article 3, AP is divided under this article, madam, then supplemental, incidental, and consequential measures can be taken by Parliament. Madam, the third point I wish to make is relating to Article 4 of the Constitution. It says that when any state is bifurcated under Article 3 and AP is bifurcated under this article, madam, then supplemental, incidental, and consequential measures can be taken by Parliament. And even the Supreme Court in Pradeep Chaudhary and the Mulla Periyar cases repeatedly said this, madam. Yes. So the point I'm trying to drive at is that the very bifurcation of the state is predicated upon assurance of special category status. Therefore, the SCS is supplemental, incidental, and consequential to the bifurcation, madam. And to say that the 14th Finance Commission has not recommended is a conceptual blunder of the Union government, madam.
Yes.
So when it is clearly said in Article 4 that yes, Parliament can do it, the 14th Finance Commission or its recommendations cannot prevent Parliament from doing it, even if they had said so, madam. Madam, the Finance Minister and almost the entire Cabinet have been categorical that the 14th Finance Commission recommended not to confer SCS on any state. Let me disband, dismantle, and dismiss this argument at one go, madam.
Okay.
Two members of the 14th Finance Commission have refuted the argument of the Finance Minister lock, stock, and barrel. Shri Govind Rao and Shri Abhijit Sen gave it in writing that the Commission did not recommend this. Even the chairman of the 14th Finance Commission, Shri Y.V. Reddy Garu, is on record saying that Commission did not recommend this. Let me quote, due to paucity of time, what Shri Govind Rao, member 14th Finance Commission, has said on SCS. He said, and I quote, "The additional terms of reference merely stated that the Commission should take into account the resources available to the successor or reorganized states in accordance with the AP Reorganization Act and the Ministry of Home Affairs notification. That did not require the Commission to deal with the question of according special category status, and it did not therefore make any recommendation in that regard. Therefore, the statement in the notification on the special package that following the recommendations of the 14th Finance Commission, the class of SCS ceases to exist is misleading, unquote. Madam, let me give one more example of how the government of India has maneuvered through this and denied SCS to Andhra Pradesh. As I said, ministers and officials in the government are taking shelter under the 14th Finance Commission to deny SCS to Andhra Pradesh. I would like to assert here that prospective recommendations of various commissions, even if there are any to that effect, cannot be made applicable retrospectively to the past commitments, assurances, and decisions, Madam. The 14th Finance Commission recommendations are prospective. How can you implement them retrospectively? Here, in this case, it is the decision of the Union Cabinet, and it is not an ordinary decision, Madam. In this context, I would like to recapitulate that the Union Government had created a subgroup of CMs to address the issue of continuation of special category status to the Northeast and to the hilly states, which are enjoying the same in the past. Based on the recommendations of the said subgroup, Niti Aayog had issued an office memorandum on 17th August 2016, whereby it was decided to continue special category status benefits to those states that were in that category earlier. Subsequently, it has extended the financial and other benefits to them as well. So they're getting everything that special category status states used to get without the name, Madam. So when we have been demanding for special category status, your argument, Mr. Finance Minister, is that the Planning Commission was dismantled and Niti Aayog has no mandate to give SCS to any state. If that is so, how, on the basis of office memorandum dated 17th August 2016, have you extended SCS benefits to all 11 states that fall under special category status? Is it not discrimination and injustice to Andhra Pradesh? Did you not mislead us about the 14th Finance Committee recommendations? And did you not also state that it would be unconstitutional to go against these alleged recommendations? Madam, I have one more irrefutable and undeniable truth and proof to present before this August House. I hope that this will open the eyes of the Finance Minister and the Prime Minister. It was on 15th March 2018, the Minister of Planning, Shri Rao Inderjit Singh, in reply to an unstarred question number 2360 in the Rajya Sabha said, and I quote, Madam, the 14th Finance Commission in its recommendations has not made any specific reference not to confer special category status to any state. So, Honorable Finance Minister, kindly stop misleading the people by twisting facts because it won't work anymore. All the proof is in front of you. You can't fool all of the people all of the time, sir.
Yes.
Madam, I have given 7 facts and justifications. Pardon?
How much time you will?
Madam, I still need a lot more time.
I am asking you how much time.
I need another half an hour, madam.
No, half an hour.
Yes, madam.
No, 5 minutes.
Madam, in the history of no confidence motion, nobody has initiated a discussion less than 1 hour, madam. You please see the records. I looked at the records. Not once has a no confidence motion been initiated in less than 1 hour, madam. Please don't discriminate us here also. We're tired of this type of discrimination.
Yes.
Madam, I have given 7 facts and justifications why special category status should be conferred on Andhra Pradesh. They are, and to recap, assurance by none other than Prime Minister candidate Ms. Modi ji during the 2014 election campaign. Ours is not a demand, madam. Ours is to implement the cabinet decisions. The BJP manifesto said that it will give SCS for 10 years. Article 4 of the Constitution clearly and categorically says that if state is bifurcated under Article 3, then supplemental, incidental, and consequential measures can be taken by Parliament. Written views of members of the 14th Finance Commission and also views of the chairman of 14th Finance Commission on the special category status. Niti Aayog has issued office memorandum on 17th August 2016, where it was decided to continue SCS to 11 states. The Minister of Planning clearly said that 14th Finance Commission has never recommended not to confer SCS on any state. Even the CMs of Bihar and Puducherry have support granting SCS to Andhra Pradesh, Madam. So with folded hands, I appeal to the Prime Minister and to Finance Minister to please at least now realize this and announce special category status to Andhra Pradesh. Madam Speaker, the BJP, the YSRCP, the Congress and now the Janasena party in Andhra Pradesh are saying that our CM has taken a U-turn and asking for SCS again instead of package, Madam. Let me please go back to 2016. We are demanding for SCS till September 2016, Madam. In September 2016, the Honorable Finance Minister made a statement that special package would be given, which would be equal in all respects to that of special category status. Since then, we were waiting for this package, Madam. But even after presenting his final and full budget, FM did not give even a single penny under the package, Madam. It is also not true when government of AP officials came to Delhi to discuss with the ministry, did the ministry not say that the government of India is not agreeable for 90-10 on externally aided projects, Mr. Finance Minister? Instead, they were told that central assistance will be provided by a way of repayment of loans for EAP projects in the ratio of 70-30. That too, only till 2020, to the extent of 15,000 crores. And this too by putting the FRB under the state head, Madam, and stressing out our borrowing capacity. See how many conditions you have put on, see how many conditions you have put on EAP. And at a press conference on 7th March, the Finance Minister came with a 90-10 formula since he was cornered with facts and figures. I'm giving only one example due to paucity of time, Madam. If this is how you deal with Andhra Pradesh, do you really think that people of AP would pardon you and have confidence in you and give you votes? You deceived us into accepting the special package by using the 14th Finance Commission as an excuse. You didn't even bother to give it legislative backing. To add injury to insult, we haven't received a single paisa promised in the package. Since nothing has been done so far on the special package, we are demanding to implement the cabinet decision on special category status to Andhra Pradesh, Madam. So I wish to clarify the critics of our Chief Minister and the TDP that we're treading the right path. It is only you who are changing the goalposts for nefarious political gains. Madam, the Honorable Finance Minister said that industrial incentives given to other SCS states will no longer exist post the GST implementation, which is completely a misleading statement, Madam. Even then, we insisted that whatever industrial incentives that these states get post the GST implementation should be given to AP as well on the lines of the assurances given by then Prime Minister. But what AP is given is 15% additional depreciation on new plant and machinery and 15% additional investment allowance. But they're given only to backward areas, not to the entire state. Secondly, it is not exclusively for 7 districts of AP alone, Madam. It is for all the 150 backward districts in the entire country, and they're saying it's a special incentive for us, Madam. What is special in this for Andhra Pradesh when 150 backward districts across the country are getting the same benefit? There's nothing special. Whereas even post-GST implementation, the SCS states continue to get industrial incentives in line with what they were getting earlier. As per the notification issued in July 2017, in pursuance of the budgetary support of 27,000 crores to the existing 4,324 units in SCS till sunset period of March 2027. And again, on 21st March 2018, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry approved the Northeast Industrial Development Scheme with a financial outlay of 3,000 crores to Northeast states up to March 2020. The incentives that are given are for capital investment, to access credit, interest incentive, GST reimbursement, IT reimbursement, transport, employment, and other incentives. But when we are asking to extend the same to us, the FM is silent. He's not saying anything about it. Here again, we have been misled, and therefore this promise remains unfulfilled. Speaker, Madam, Section 46(3) of the AP Reorganization Act talks about special development package for backward districts of Andhra Pradesh. This emanates from the assurances given by the Prime Minister, but this assurance has been diluted in the Act. The assurance was to provide package on the lines of KBK districts in Odisha and Bundelkhand in MP and UP. If you look at all the economic and human development indicators, it reveals that all 7 backward districts in Andhra Pradesh are closer to SCS states rather than to other southern states, madam. But the Modi regime has given just 1,050 crores for 7 districts over a 3-year period. It is not in line with what has been given to KBK and Bundelkhand under special package. KBK was given 5,500 crores and Bundelkhand was given 7,200 crores each to UP and MP. And if you calculate per capita allocation, it's mind-boggling to tell you, madam. Madam, under the Bundelkhand package, the per head allocation of 4,115 per head was made. Whereas for AP, the per head allocation is just 428 rupees, madam. 1/10 of what was given to the other regions, madam. So what has Government of India given to AP is a pittance, madam. Why are we being given just 1/10 of what was given in Bundelkhand on a per capita basis? Secondly, madam, BJP is crying foul that we have not spent even this small amount of money. Madam, we have spent 946 crores out of 1,050 crores, which is 92% of allocation, not 12% as claimed by them. We have UCs to prove that, madam, and we'll be happy to exhibit all of those. Madam, thirdly, the finance minister proposed additional 350 crores for the special package for these backward districts. And RBI released it and transferred it to the state account on 9th February 2008. But somehow the PMO has stopped giving clearance to it on 15th February 2018. So the funds have been taken out of our account and we've gone back to the Reserve Bank of India, madam. Now, Government of India has given Defence Industrial Corridor worth 20,000 crores for Bundelkhand, madam. But in the case of releasing a paltry 350 crores for our backward districts, the file is languishing in the PMO for the last 6 months, madam. Why this bias and partisan attitude, Mr. Prime Minister? Is this the way you want to help backward districts in AP? It's a shame. Therefore, this promise also remains unfulfilled. Madam, we are even deprived in distribution of assets. If you look at sections 50, 51 and 56, there's a huge discrepancy in right to recover tax arrears and sharing of liability or of refund of tax arrears. This has resulted in 3,820 crores lost to Andhra Pradesh, madam. There's a great delay in apportionment of institutions under section 68 of the Act. And the AP Bhavan is yet to be divided between the two, madam. Madam, on revenue deficit, there's a dispute with regard to the quantum. Madam, I'm not yielding. I'm not yielding, madam.
Why are you putting a time limit on this?
Madam, I'm not yielding, madam.
आप क्यों आपस में लड़ रहे हो?
Madam, this is a no confidence motion, madam.
Yes.
This is the initiation.
Madam,
Yes.
there's a dispute with regard to the quantum of amount between the Government of AP and the Government of India. The revenue deficit for 10 months, that is from 2nd June 2014 to 31st March 2015, as per the Government of AP, is 16,078 crores, madam. The Government of India released 3,979 crores. Unilaterally taking standardized expenditure, Government of India qualified it as 4,117 crores, making the balance to be paid as 138 crores only. But the bone of contention is this, madam. Madam, the CAG put the figure at 16,078 crores and approved it also, madam. The Ministry of Finance made its own valuation and somehow put the figure at 7,500 crores without any justification. The PMO reduced it further to 4,117 crores, again without any explanation, madam. So now the FM says he can only give 138 crores pending for us, whereas we're waiting for more than 12,000 crores to settle this account, madam. How is it justified? How is it justified? Secondly, as I said earlier, the Government of India has increased devolution of funds from 32% to 42%. But you also have to remember, there are cesses, such as the Krishi Kalyan cess, the Swachh cess, the higher education cess, and other cesses. If you look at how much Government of India collected through above cesses and other surcharges under direct and indirect taxes in 2016-17, it is quite mind-boggling, Madam. Madam, 2.35 lakh crores has been collected under cesses, Madam. But there is no share for states in these cesses, Madam. So effectively, it is not 42%, but it's somewhere closer to 36 or 37% of funds are actually going to states, Madam. Madam, the BJP is saying that 22,113 crores have been given to AP alone as revenue deficit. It is wrong, Madam. The 14th Finance Commission has also recommended revenue deficit of 4,519 crores to Kerala, 11,716 crores to West Bengal. They're all statutory allocations, Madam. But the tragedy is that even after 5 years of award period of the 14th Finance Commission, AP is the only state which will remain revenue deficit, except for the 11 special category states, Madam. So it's very clear where we belong financially, Madam. So the BJP wanted to equate AP with the northeastern states, not willing it to bring it on par with the southern states. How is it justified, Madam? Please tell us, how is it justified? Madam, the Government of India says that 8,800 crores worth of EAP projects were approved for Andhra Pradesh. But the Government of India has not issued any guidelines. When guidelines are not issued, nothing can be spent, Madam. So Government of AP is paying the interest of 5 crores on approved loans without guidelines having been framed, Madam. The Government of AP has asked for routing them through NABARD, but again, you are putting FRBM limits onto AP, Madam. Finally, the Finance Ministry agreed that they could not issue guidelines for EAP projects, Madam. So we have asked for NABARD, Madam. Then they said to set up an SPV, Madam. Whether there's any history in the country where an SPV has been set up for EAPs, we are not aware, Madam. We cannot find any such reference. To route funds through SPV, and FRBM also will be borne by the state, Madam, which further burdens our financial capabilities. So it's totally a delay tactics by the Finance Minister, Madam. Sorry, Madam. Madam, facts and figures are very hard to remember, sir, so we definitely do need to use papers. On 13,742 crores given to Andhra Pradesh, Madam, the Honorable Finance Minister and the President of AP BJP unit have been trumpeting through press conferences that they have given 13,472 crores to Andhra Pradesh. And they have also said that they have never given such huge amount to any other state. Let me explain in a minute what they have given and under which head they've given it, Madam. Madam, they are saying that they've given 13,472 crores. But actually, out of 16,000 crores revenue deficit, they've given 3,900 crores, Madam. For Polavaram, project cost is 58,000 crores, but they've given 6,764 crores, Madam. They've given 576 crores for 11 institutions, where the required amount is 11,672 crores. For the new capital, we need 43,000 crores, but we've been given only 1,550 crores, Madam. We should get 23,000 crores for the backward districts if you look at Bundelkhand package, Madam, but you've given us just 1,050 crores. So the Government of AP is asking for 1.54 lakh crores, whereas you've given just 13,472 crores, Madam. The government is saying that it is fulfilling all the promises. All the promises. Madam, giving 2 to 3% of the required funds, is that fulfillment? I ask you, Madam, is it fulfillment? 2 to 3% of the requirement is not a fulfillment, Madam. It's a shame to call it that they're all being fulfilled. Now let me come under which head and section you've given us the money. Madam, the revenue deficit has been given to us as mandated under section 46(2) of the AP Reorganization Act. Money has been given for Polavaram as mandated under section 90 of the AP Reorganization Act. Money has been given for institutions under Section 93 and Schedule 13 of the AP Reorganization Act. Money has been given for new capital as directed under Section 94(3) of the AP Reorganization Act. Money has been given for backward districts as directed under Section 46(3) of the AP Reorganization Act. Madam Speaker, they are saying that they have given 13,472 crores. I agree. But they've given it under compulsion as mandated by the AP Reorganization Act. So to say that they have given this money to AP without mandate is a ridiculous comment. They have given because they are mandated to give it, but it is riddled with deceit and woefully short of being adequate. It certainly builds no confidence and no trust. Madam Speaker, Section 94(3) says that the financial support for creation of essential facilities in the new capital of AP would be provided by the Government of India. The estimates were made. Madam, 43,000 crores is required over a period of 5 years to construct essential infrastructure in Amaravati. But Government of India has given just 1,500 crores and now screaming, instead of releasing more money, that Government of AP has not submitted UCs in spite of submitting the same. Madam, out of 1,500 crores given by Government of India, we have submitted UCs for more than that, Madam. We spent 1,583 crores, Madam. 3,500 crores is the cost for the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue in Gujarat, Madam. 3,000 crores is the cost for Chhatrapati Shivaji statue in Maharashtra, Madam. But you've given us 1,500 crores to build an entire capital, Madam. I'm not saying you shouldn't give that money, fine, whether the sources are from the government or from somewhere else. But the fact is, statues are getting more funding than entire capital city of Andhra Pradesh, Madam. Madam, the PM is constructing Dholera city in Gujarat, Madam. It is 80 kilometers away from Ahmedabad. Dholera would be twice the size of Delhi, which took 1,000 years to grow to what it is now. Dholera is proposed to be 6 times bigger than Shanghai. Is it wrong for the enterprising people of Andhra Pradesh to dream of having a world-class capital, Madam?
Yes, please answer that.
The Prime Minister is on record saying that if voted to power, he would build us a capital bigger and better than Delhi itself, Madam. He said that in front of Lord Balaji, Madam. He himself advised our CM to visit Astana, the capital of Kazakhstan, Madam. Is it not true, Mr. Prime Minister? Madam, I wish to bring to your notice and to the notice of the House that an amount of $68 billion has been spent on building the capital of Kazakhstan in Astana, Madam. How can Amaravati be built with 1,500 crore rupees, Madam? Thirdly, the government of AP pooled 33,000 acres of land through the pooling method, which is one of its kind in India, the value of which is more than 50,000 crores, Madam. More than 30,000 farmers have given up their land, Madam. Yes. And they are counting on our government and the government of India to take care of the investment that they've made by giving us that land and protecting their lives and protecting their future. The 30,000 farmers are at risk, not only here, but all the projects where land has been taken, Madam. They're all suffering because of lack of funding, Madam.
Yes.
Madam.
Now your half an hour is also completed.
Madam.
Now within 5 minutes.
Madam, I didn't start.
I'm sorry.
Madam, we didn't start until 11:15, Madam.
I have given
we
you
didn't
that
start
time.
at 11 o'clock, Madam.
Yes, please.
We didn't start at 11 o'clock, Madam.
Please,
it's only 12 o'clock now.
Please listen to me. You asked me more half an hour. I have already given you. Now you wrap up.
Yes. Madam,
yes.
Just 10 minutes, Madam. Thirdly, the government of AP pulled for Navi Mumbai. They are giving 48,000 acres to ease the pressure on Mumbai, Madam. Now the opposition parties are criticizing why should you have 33,000 acres. But the moot point is, what are you doing to those farmers who have sacrificed their land for the capital, Madam? Madam, Amaravati has been given 2,500 crores, but out of this, 1,000 crores was given to Vijayawada and Guntur for underground drainage systems, Madam. When underground drainage in my city of Guntur itself costs 1,000 crores in a small town like Guntur, can we build a world-class capital for 1,500 crores, Madam? It's ridiculous. Madam, for drainage, 32% work has been completed, and UCs have been submitted for 32% of the work for the UGD, madam. Madam, it's okay. These are all the copies of the UCs, madam. We'll be happy to submit them to whoever wants to take a look at them. Madam, it is 4 years' work. In 1.5 years, we've completed 32%. We've submitted UCs for works to the tune of 330 crores. This is for the UGD in Guntur, madam. The BJP is saying that only 8% has been spent. It is wrong. This can be checked through the Public Finance Management online software in the Finance Ministry. It is there for all to see, madam. Even for backward districts, out of 1,050 crores, we have spent so far 946 crores and submitted UCs. Moreover, AP is listed as the third best state in the country for submitting UCs, madam. Sir, madam, we have spent 92% funds. BJP says that only 12% funds have been spent so far. It is wrong, madam. Raising the bogey of UCs and suspecting and unnecessarily tarnishing the image of our CM is not acceptable, madam. Recently, 350 crores have been recommended afresh by the Finance Ministry, and the RBI released it on February 9th, 2018. But the PMO stopped giving clearance on 15th February, so the funds have gone back to the RBI, madam. As I said earlier, through the AP reorganization bill, both the national parties have played havoc with its provisions and its wording, madam. This was the strategy of the Congress, to leave room in the wording to legally back out of the commitments at a later date. And BJP, instead of opposing this, supported these words when the bill was passed. And now the BJP is using these flexibilities to claim that they are doing everything legally required. And I'm sure this term will come up again and again in their speeches. They're doing everything legally required, as in the case of railway zone, steel plant, and metro, which will never see the light of day. The Act uses the ambiguous terms interspersed with words like examine, feasibility, provisional estimate, deliberately to have an escape route without binding them to fulfill the commitments and assurances of the Act. We demand that the provisions of the AP Reorganization Act should be fulfilled in letter and spirit, madam, without taking shelter under these ambiguous words. The point I'm trying to drive at is whatever has been given as mandated by the AP Reorganization Act or as per the award of the 14th Finance Commission, which has also been given to other states. So there is nothing special or exclusively given for AP. In the last budget, madam, I made a comment. Specifically for AP, we received 1,800 crores, which is less than the collections of the Bahubali cinema that is famous in India, madam. So it is not charity, madam. It's mandatory. You have not shown any magnanimity or showered your blessings on us in the form of additional allocations. It is the mandate given to you by the Act and the Commission. Any government at the center has to do it. And you have not given a single penny as part of any of the assurances given by then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh on the floor of Rajya Sabha, madam. This is what the people of AP are demanding. While we are asking to implement the assurances, the FM and Mr. Hari Babu, former head of AP BJP, are telling what they have given under AP Reorganization Act.
Nobody's name will be taken like this. No, I'm sorry. No,
when we are asking about assurances, they're talking about AP Reorganization Act, madam. When we talk about meager allocations given under various provisions of AP Reorganization Act, they say that thousands of crores are proposed under various projects. Coming, madam, I'm coming to it.
Yes.
Madam, if we ask one thing, they reply another thing, madam. This spit and run won't work anymore, madam. We are not asking them to deposit 15 lakhs in the bank account of every citizen in Andhra Pradesh, madam. We're only demanding our rights, madam.
Okay.
Madam, let me skip to the... I'll just come, madam.
Yes.
Madam, the infrastructure points I'm skipping, Mr. Ramohan will take them up. Let me get to the escalation process we followed, madam. I'm just concluding in a little bit. TDP waited for 4 long years and 5 budgets of the central government. No justice has been done to the state of Andhra Pradesh, madam. We have been requesting, forcefully requesting, demanding, protesting, and finally threatening and walking out of the government and the NDA, where our 2 ministers resigned from the cabinet, madam. in order to bring it to the attention of the Parliament, which decided the fate of Andhra Pradesh in 2014 by bifurcating the state unscientifically and in an undemocratic manner as a last resort. We decided to disrupt Parliament, which is a part of the democratic process. A weapon, I'm not saying anything, nothing undemocratic. It is undemocratic.
Please,
Lights are
please.
closed, the doors are locked, the cameras are shut off. What do you call it? You call it
Jayadev Galla
democratic process?
Jayadev Galla
We are not opposing the
This is not
bifurcation.
Everything was done under
We are
democratic
saying how
process.
it was done. How
Yes.
it was done, we are
Now
commenting on
conclude.
that. How it was done, we are commenting on
Madam,
that. We are facing problems because of that.
It is done in the most undemocratic manner.
You have to stand
Just
with
Rakesh
us.
Singh ji.
You have to stand with
No,
us.
he is not completing. It's
You have
okay.
to stand with us.
I will take.
We are facing the problems before.
Complete your thing. Jayadev Galla ji, complete it now.
Madam.
I've taken the name.
Madam,
Yes.
these decisions were not taken in a hurry, madam.
Yes.
Madam.
Now conclude. That's all. Thanks
Madam.
to the chair. Yes.
While we have been escalating,
That's okay. Yes. Now conclude. Yes.
the 14th Finance Commission is taken as a shield for not
Okay,
giving
okay.
SCS. GST is taken as shield for not giving industrial
Okay,
incentives. Party funding will take, paltry funding will take 20 to 30 years for completing the institutions.
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
Modi regime has been saying
Now conclude.
that they are still evaluating the railway zone, studying feasibility of the integrated steel
Yes.
plant at Kadapa, apart from other
Okay.
issues. While we are protesting the government to deliver their promises,
Okay.
the BJP
Yes.
has been delaying, misleading, colluding with our rival parties in Andhra Pradesh, and it has encouraged them to attack the TDP, madam. Madam,
Thank you.
while TDP
Thank you
MPs
very
are on the watch list,
Thank
the
you.
YSRC
Rakesh
MPs are on the
Singh ji.
guest list of the Prime Minister
Okay.
and
Now
Amit Shah,
Rakesh
madam.
Singh ji. It's okay now. You are completed. Now,
Madam,
thank you.
madam.
Thank you very much. No, no. Now I have taken the name of Rakesh Singh ji. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Rakesh Singh.
Madam, from the state of AP, we have become the residuary state of
Okay.
AP. We're not asking to turn the clock back. We're not asking to turn the clock back. We're only asking you to do justice to Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Madam, in conclusion, madam, it is quite relevant and necessary to quote what Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel had said, madam. Sir, will you let me
Yes,
do the
please.
conclusion?
Please, please.
To quote Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, madam, it will be a folly to ignore realities. Facts take their own revenge if they're not faced squarely and well. This quote exactly suits Andhra Pradesh, madam.
Thank you,
And
thank
I'm
you.
sure that the Prime Minister, the President of the BJP, and the Finance Minister, we realize that it will be folly to ignore realities
Thank you.
and
That's
because
all.
facts and
That's
truth
all.
will take their
Jitendra
revenge.
Reddy ji,
Hence, I
will
demand
look
the Prime
into
Minister to
record
at least
if
give a
whatever,
hand-holding
if I
to
find
structurally
anything.
defective state of
I will
AP
see
by
to it.
conferring
Rakesh Singh ji.
special category